When can we get back to normal? When can we get back to work? This is a question that we have been asking from the very beginning of this. So it's really a balancing act. We have to make sure when we do begin to strategize on coming back to work, how can our healthcare system handle it? We have to make sure that we're taking a regional approach. But I've got to tell you, I'm talking to business owners, I'm talking to residents, I'm talking to workers, and people are ready to get back to work. And I think we need to start talking very seriously about what that might look like. As I said, it took 3 weeks since we declared that state of emergency, 3 weeks to get up to that plateau where we are now. And that climb down, it's not going to be an easy coast of a slide. It's going to be arduous. It's going to be painstaking. We have to work with our regional partners, but we have to think about how we come back, what that looks like, getting people back to work. I mean, society has really been shut down, which has its own public health implications. So walking that fine line, making sure that we're doing it as safely as possible, with as much communication with our businesses, with our residents, with our regional partners. You know, this wonderful metropolitan region of ours, it's like an organism, and we are all connected. There's the veins of the transit system that runs through it. We're all part of one body, so we need to begin to awaken this body again in a very systematic way. One way that we can think about it is an antibody test. So, you know, there's a lot of news popping right now, a lot of information coming out about the antibody tests. I just got off a phone call late yesterday with the 5 hospitals, our 5 hospital systems with their executives and their medical professionals, their medical people, and they're collaborating together in their very sophisticated laboratories, collaborating together on an antibody test. That could be part of our back-to-work strategy. We're also exploring software for better contact tracing. So you may remember when we first started doing these briefings, I was telling you about how our wonderful health department has disease investigators, that with every positive case, we would trace that person's contacts, and then the health department would contact them if they were potentially positive so that they could either quarantine precautionarily or get a test. So we are now exploring software that will help us do that more efficiently, more effectively, more quickly. I'm also grateful, I have to point out, I put the call out for gowns. We need gowns. You know, we're hearing that the supply chain is drying up. I'm hearing that some of the factories in China that were producing this have moved over to masks. So we put the call out, and some of you are answering that call. A special thanks to the Long Island Chinese American Association, which today delivered a truck full of gowns to our Office of Emergency Management.